Hi everyone, I'm Brian Patterson with Go Fish Digital, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Google Autocomplete. Some people call it Google Instant or Google Suggest, but it's really the technology behind when you start typing into Google a word, the recommendations that show up underneath it. So for example, in Google Autocomplete for Home Depot, this would be our little Google search here. If you start typing in Home Depot, you see things like hours, coupon, credit card, truck rental. Four really good things, right? Nothing negative there. And the technology behind Google Autocomplete actually has 10 full values, but most people only see 4. But through some tools, we have access to the other 6 values, which we'll get into. So Home Depot's is pretty good, pretty positive. If you type that into Google, you're not getting a negative impression of the brand. But we do have some clients who have some more negative things or things that you wouldn't necessarily want to customers to see if they started typing into Google. Things like fraud, scam, complaints. Not the best first impression for a potential client. So we've had customers come to us and say, how can you fix this for us? And we've done quite a bit of work on it. So we do things like getting positive words used in social media and getting those positive words used on other websites, so occurrences, so like in news articles, blog posts, that sort of thing. And then you also want to figure out a way to get people searching the positive words, so brand name plus credit card or brand name plus truck rental. You want to get people searching that, which pushes it into Google Autocomplete. Well, we've done this for quite a bit of clients, and what we noticed were some patterns, so words that Google seemed to latch onto and always use in autocomplete over and over and over. And so we decided to sort of take that hunch and what we thought was occurring and do some research on it. So we decided to analyze quite a bit of companies, a lot of companies in fact, pull in all of their autocomplete values and then do some analysis on it. So for instance, we took the Fortune 500 so that we could get the 500 biggest companies. And then we took the Inc. 5000, and that gave us the 500. We took the top 500 on the Inc. 5000. That gave us a good chunk of, middle, medium-sized businesses. And then we took the bottom 500, which gave us 500 really reliable small businesses. We ran those all through a tool that we built that pulled in all the autocomplete values for those, and then we ran some analysis on them. And in the article that we published on Search Engine Land, which you can get to with the link below, you'll see how the data breaks out by company size. What we wanted to look at today were the data in aggregate, so the top 10 values across all 1,500 companies that we looked at, and that's what we have here. And so the reason that these are important is because if you have something like scam or fraud showing up, you want to pick other more positive values that you want to push up above other values and push the negative values down. So these can be a good starting point for those positive values that you select. So first and foremost, you'll notice the top 2 were careers and jobs. And that's a big deal. That means that your internal branding should be, for employment, you should pick a word and use it consistently. So are you going to call your employment portal, or are you going to call it your job center or your career center? And whatever you do, you should use it consistently. The next ones are Wiki, Inc., Investor Relations. That means, create those types of content on your site. Create a small wiki about your industry or your company if you have a lot of specialized terms. Your Inc. is important, and you'll notice that LLC is down here too. That means your company structure is important, and people are going to be searching that. So encourage people to search that, especially if you have negative words that are showing up. Investor relations, which is interesting, we saw even companies that were not public have investor relations pages, so keep that in mind as something that you can use. Reviews is important because you want to control the rankings for reviews. You want positive stuff showing for reviews, so make sure that you stockpile positive reviews. And then a couple other things, we have stock, locations, LLC, and news. Those are all really good positive values that you want to use in autocomplete. Get people searching to push down the negative stuff. And like I said, we broke this down by company size in the article, so feel free to take a look at that. And if you're having trouble with your autocomplete or another reputation management issue online, feel free to check out our website or give us a call. We'll be glad to help. Thanks.